fairy in Skykeep, assuming that I don't accidentally get healed by it. Thank you for the good luck as well, Synchronize and Mario Mash. How are you supposed to finish watching RPG Limit Break if I keep streaming Skyward Sword at 8%? That's what multi-Twitch is for, or cadguard.net, depending on your layout preference. What the heck? Alright, good movement. Also, thank you very much for the resubscriptions, Knight of Kestrel and Apothecary. And thank you both very much for the good luck. Any new skips? Yes, there are actually 2 new 5-second time savers that we will be implementing today. Which don't change the route very much, but they're just time savers. The first is collecting gratitude crystals back in time, and bit warping after harp, so we don't have to do the second cutscene skip, which is nice. Or the second side hop cutscene skip, I should say. The second one is RBMing in the sand ship to get rid of the Skirvo mini-boss and just directly make the bow chest appear, which is also 5 seconds faster. Because we have a file that can bonk open the lower gates at that point. Thank you for the good luck, Mifa and Alyssa. How long until reverse bit magic can flip the bit that makes you beat the game? I don't think beating the game is handled by a single bit. That would be very resourceful, but I don't think that the game keeps track of it like that. Oh, right. I was expecting a cutscene there. Thank you for the good luck vest. Yeah, we only fight the pirate once. I mean, technically both of the pirates are different things. They have different names and, like, different looks, but they each function the same. Except one's left-handed and one's right-handed, for whatever reason. I mean, the closest thing we have to a bit that allows you to beat the game, or a bit that says you've beat the game, is the bit which unlocks the door to Hylia's realm. From Hylia's temple. I mean, a warp to the credits is independent of whether or not you get the harp. Unless you're suggesting that harp percent gets completed because of the fact that Link has a harp in the credits. Which is probably not how we would count that. Oh, nice, Ganny. Yes, this is a good shirt. Everyone please go support ZSR. This stream does occasionally get sponsored by ZSR whenever Trez decides to host me. 352 isn't very nuts. My 353 one wasn't that great, and the 352 record by Jace uses, like, Hook Beetle skip and Rope Floria and all that fun stuff. And I really should have been able to get a new PB yesterday, but I failed very spectacularly within the last 7 minutes of the run, and proceeded to lose 8 minutes. So hopefully that won't happen today. Thanks for the good luck, Deesh. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Hyrule Historian. I mean, this game's not really at the point yet where, like, any percent is too short to do other categories. I wouldn't imagine any percent would even get to that point unless it becomes, like, sub 1 hour. Whether or not changes are coming to the routing depends on, like, if we find new skips or find new bits to RBM. One thing that would heavily change the route is if we find bit 5DX10 or bit 7X04 on Skyloft, which at this time remain unknown as to whether they exist or not. What? Alright. Bit 5DX10 would allow us to get rid of the waterfall in front of Ancient Cistern and get rid of the flames in front of Fire Sanctuary, because they're each the same. They're each bit 5X or 5DX10 in each of their respective scene spaces. That means that we wouldn't need to go get Sacred Water anymore from Skyview 2, and we probably wouldn't RBM the Farengate trial in that instance. We'd just come back later. So, good evening, Hawkmeister. Also, my sum of best is more accurate now than it was yesterday, so you can believe it now. Nice camera. That bird did not turn as much as I thought it would. Thank you for the good luck, Arisen. Yes, we can skip the Hook Beetle now. It will be done in this speedrun. Assuming that I don't forget to get enough bombs for it, because I almost ran out of bombs for it yesterday, which was almost an issue. But thankfully I got it with my last bomb, so it was okay. Will this speedrun be a speedrun? I don't know, that's a good question. Hopefully it will be. Other than the speed walk we did yesterday. Good roll. I'm not sure if the egg does anything to your speed if it hits you during the wing ceremony. That's not something that I've like really looked into because we usually just try to avoid them. The thing that really matters during the wing ceremony is whenever the yellow bird decides to turn is what dictates like whether or not you lose a bunch of whether or not you lose a few seconds or not. Because the later the bird turns, then the farther away it is. So. I mean, Skyward Sword already has Jot Pod, jump off the post and die. Takes a little under 2 minutes. That shoe really, likes jumping into the void there. Hey Mason, thank you for the good luck. And thank you for the good luck as well, Mace. And jump off the killing post and die in bit. No, Nimzo, it has to specifically be jump off the killing post and die in nighttime bit. I think that would be more interesting, personally. Hey Bruggles, thank you for the good luck. Can you ride your Loftwing in bit? Yes, you can. You can't load into the sky, because that will crash the game. But you can ride around on your Loftwing. There you go, Nimzo, that's how you do it. I'm not sure what the trigger is for it, Cal, but there's like some specific point in the game where you're allowed to do that. If you load a file at a specific point in the game during Back in Time. I don't know, Back in Time is weird. That's why we can do all this weird stuff with it. Hello. I seem to be really bad at opening doors today. No, it's not one of the Loftwing tutorials. Also, hello Rage Quit, thank you for the red rupee. Like, I don't specifically know what it is, so asking me is not going to let you know what it is. It's probably somewhere on ZSR, I imagine. Well, no, for Adventure Pouch Skip, you just do a bit save. Yeah, well, if I remember to copy over the Fire Sanctuary file, then I'll do the Skirbo RBM. It's amazing how lenient the Gossip Stone is for RBM. What's the difference between Bloom Skyloft and Bit Skyloft? I mean, if you're talking about the Skyloft that looks very washed out, that's just Skyloft with like specific lighting on a specific layer. And that's the layer that both Back in Time and Bloom Skyloft use. It's layer 28, and it's the layer that the title screen naturally uses. Thank you for the good luck, Adjinson. Nice Jube. Gotta get the extra McNuggets. That is correct, Cal. Well, I think layers 11, 12, and 13 technically also exist, but, like, the title screen naturally uses layers 26 through 28 for whatever reason. And then the actual game itself should use layers, 1 through 10 in normal gameplay, at the very least. I don't know if 11, 12, or 13 are ever used. If they are, they're used in very specific instances. Like how layer 10 is only used in one specific instance. Layer 10 is when you come out of the cave for the first time looking for your Loftwing. And then Zelda speaks to you and she like looks to the clouds, and then you find your Loftwing trapped. That's layer 10. Well, yeah, unlocking Hylia's door would allow us to skip Imp 3. Still have to fight Imp 2, though. I don't see any way that we're going to get around the Imprison 2 fight, since there's no bit in the scene flag space for the Gate of Time. Hey, Pefs, thank you for the good luck. Well, we actually don't have any splits to compare to until Thunder Dragon. Thought I'd make it a little more accurate. And so then I was able to fix my Sum of Best successfully. Yeah, for the most part that's true, Cal. I don't know, 10, 11, 12, and 13 were probably defined later in development or something. Well, I mean, the route is up to date. I updated it, like, this morning. To include the new getting gratitude crystals in bit and stuff. Getting gratitude crystals in bit is actually really nice, because that means we don't have to get healed by the bed now. Because we want to do an RVM right afterwards anyway. No, Skyward Sword cheats are fairly basic for Dolphin. I mean, there's no, like, Dolphin-specific cheats you can use. The cheats are all meant for specific games. Usually the way that I, like, just die whenever I want to in Dolphin is by setting my health value to 0, like, manually. Because I'm usually using the Dolphin memory engine whenever I'm testing stuff. The gratitude crystals in RVM only save, or excuse me, the gratitude crystals in Back in Time only saves like 5 seconds or something. But it also means you don't have to do the cutscene skip after Harp. So it's like 20 seconds faster if you would have happened to fail the Harp or the cutscene skip after Harp with the Phi text. Well, you can't void out during a save text, Cal, because a save text is considered a cutscene, and you can't void out during cutscenes in this game. You can in other Zelda games like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, but you haven't been able to do that ever since Wind Waker. For starting in Wind Waker, you haven't been able to do that. Hey Goku, thank you for the good luck. Yes, this is the Zelda game with many new skips recently. In like the last 3 weeks or so, or 2.5 weeks. Yeah, yesterday's run died, unfortunately, because I was spectacularly bad during the final 6 minutes of the run. Well, no, there's a floor you hit, Cal, at the bottom of the sky. I mean, it depends, like... Like, I'm not sure if you're talking about, like, with control of the character or not with control, because that would differentiate how the game handles things. It's like, if you're talking about, like, if you have control of Link, but you, like, have the save text stored somehow, then you would void out. But if you're, like, in a cutscene state, and you're, like, statically, like, you can't control Link or whatever, then you're not going to void out. And then you just fall to, like, wherever the collision below Skyloft is. And then the frame you gain back control, you void out. It's not an infinite fall, though. Also, hello, long name that I shouldn't really try to pronounce again. What do you want me to call you? Like Dizibble or something? Okay, I see. Oh, it still worked. Hey Katsubiki, thank you for the good luck. Alright, well, thank you for the good luck. I will rehearse your name off stream and attempt to pronounce it next time. Maybe. Do I know the spots of every cutscene trigger? Only the ones which are used in any percent. Stop going forward. Thank you for the good luck, Lunaris and Tractor. I mean, I don't find 100% to be particularly interesting for this game, at least to me. Like, I'm sure there's a bunch of interesting strategies that are used, but it's just not something that, like, I don't know, feels interesting to me. Like, the only games that I think, or that I really would have fun doing 100% for are Wind Waker and Ocarina of Time. And, like, the remakes, of course. Oh yeah, we mess up motion controls all the time. Usually not in, like, very big ways, but, like, sometimes I'll, like, try to do a roll and it'll get, like, delayed or something. Or, like, I won't exactly do the correct, like, slashing motion that I want. Like, I technically did mess up in the last fight that I did. Because I didn't do a perfectly sideways Skyward Strike, but it didn't end up mattering. If I had to give, like, a guesstimate on how much faster 100% would be with RBM, I would guess only, like, maybe 10 to 15 minutes at best or something. But again, I don't know anything about 100% in this game, so you shouldn't take my guesstimate as, like, absolute fact. I mean, there are two things that we added into the run, which each save like 5 seconds, but they don't change the route. Also, a nice blue split. Thank you for the good luck Bizabing. I believe the Wind Waker SD 80% record is like a 348 or something. No, his sum of best he said is 339. I remember that. No, the route itself hasn't changed since yesterday. No, I'm not going to be running anything at GDQ. Usually if I am running something at GDQ, during my streams of the months that lead up to GDQ, I'll have like a exclamation point GDQ command in chat that says what I'm running. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be on any couches, because at least with the Zelda games that are being run, I'm not, like, extremely familiar with any of them. Oh my god, I fell for it again. I fell for it again. Stop doing that. Yeah, that was ridiculous. I have no idea, Briggles. It's been a really long time since I tried to pick up a new speed game. Yeah, the extended blows unfortunately RNG based depending on how far back the Bacolin gets knocked, so it's not something we can do consistently. Well, no, we still use multiple files for Skyward Sword low %. Because that's the only way you can skip Sonic the Hero. Also, thank you very much for the blue rupee hole pigeon, because yes, that is a blue UC. No, I just don't want to, like, compare against our route PB, especially one that loses 8 minutes on the very last segment of the run. Also, I keep on forgetting I have to copy file onto file 2 here. Thank you for the good luck on this run to be faster than yesterday, Jace. Yeah, I have been dying quite a lot lately, unfortunately. And now the run has even more deaths. Thank you for the good luck, Ink. Good evening, Eddie Dickens. The GDQ runs that I'm looking forward to the most are really just like Breath of the Wild any percent and here's Link Between Worlds 100% run. I'm glad that those got in again. Well, Link Between Worlds 100% got in for the first time. I mean, yeah, Skyward Sword definitely has a much better chance of getting into future GDQs now, which is cool. At least I would assume it does, since it's an hour shorter, and has changed significantly since its last showing. No, I do not think this is too complicated for GDQ viewers to follow. If GDQ thinks that Ocarina of Time 100% is not complicated enough to follow, then I don't think Skyward Sword any percent is a problem. Because Ocarina of Time 100% is significantly more complicated than Skyward Sword any percent. Wow, I saved 3 seconds with the side hops. Yeah, 100% is like... It'll probably end up being closer to 7 hours than 7.5 hours now. What happens if you jump into the abyss after throwing the Skyward Strike at the symbol? Nothing. You just end up falling down during the cutscene, but because it's a cutscene, nothing happens. I'm not going to die this time. I mean, pretty much all of Skyward Sword's complex glitches are, hey look, we're going to do something on Skyloft and it affects something somewhere else. It's just that, you know, we're affecting different things each time. But the concept is pretty much the same. Hey Indy, thank you for the good luck. Thank you for the good luck as well, Biker. Can I explain the bit glitch? How it works? Which one are you talking about? There are several bit glitches that we do in this game. Print the spreadsheet and give a copy to everyone in the audience. Yeah. This has become a true conference run now. All the splits are cleared because this route is different from the one I did in my PB. Also, hello Princess Pink. This run's alright so far. A little bit of sloppiness, but no, like, huge mistakes or anything. Compared to my PB, the newer route changes are skipping the Hook Beetle and doing Rope Floria instead of Early Floria with the fence jump slash. And while Rope Floria is significantly harder, it saves, like, at least 40 seconds or something. No, yeah, it still is Early Floria, just a different method that involves a rope on a tree instead of a fence. We got Hook Beetle before because we needed it for blowing up a rock during the minecart escort, but Jace figured out how to blow up the rock easily without having to use the Hook Beetle. So we're like, oh, okay, well, we can skip the Hook Beetle now. When is the next GDQ? Well, the next GDQ that's happening will be starting on June 22nd. Or, no, excuse me. June 23rd, yeah. So, in about 1 month from now. Sorry, June 22nd is the day I arrive here. Not the day it starts. Oh boy, we're ahead by 2 minutes, guys. To blow up the rock, he just threw a bomb at a somewhat precise position that we hadn't considered yet. A little bit of this time save is because of the route change. But just a little bit, like 15 seconds maybe. The other part is to not failing like my PB did. Alright, time for the Hornets to be angry. Okay. No, we need the harp to play the Ballad of the Goddess to spawn the Gate of Time also. Even if we didn't need the harp, we'd still have to open up Lanayru to be able to spawn the Elden Trial. Because for some reason, the game requires that you place the Amber Tablet before it's possible for the Elden Trial Gate to appear, even if you RBM it in. Oh wait, I don't need to block the tree. What am I doing? Nice. Good movement right here. No, we didn't get the extended blow this run. If we did, I would have been 2.5 minutes ahead at Water Dragon scale. Yeah, it did mess up on the keyboard a little bit, but that was only like 10 seconds. In any case. Well, no, Extended Blow's not hard, it's just RNG based. Also, this best is inaccurate because we don't open up the Upper Academy gates anymore. This best needs to be changed. That's amazing, Indy. Is that really faster, though? I mean, I guess the point is it doesn't matter since you do System without bombs anyway. Ah, okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Those felt like really slow rope swings. Vines can be very difficult, that is true. Nice. Dang it. Oh, that was bad. That was not what I was supposed to do. Oh, dang it. That was the first darts of the fight. That was almost a zero dart fight. Even though I messed up the attack combos, that was actually still really good. Any percent for this game can be pushed under the original Wind Waker, so... Very soon the original Wind Waker should be the slowest 3D Zelda game, which would be a funny world to live in. At least as far as 3D Zelda speedrunning goes. Oh man, a best segment. Alright, no fairies, please. Alright, didn't get a fairy yet. Hopefully they don't run into me during the cutscene. Alright. All the runs that got here yesterday got a fairy accidentally, so the fact that we didn't get one today is nice. Yeah, I did end up finishing yesterday's run, but I lost 8 minutes on the last segment, so it unfortunately was not a PV. Say Lefty gets the swing. We'll see. Alright, who's it gonna be? I don't know, center guy just took the initiative. Sorry, Schubert. Happens if the bird doesn't come and catch Link. I don't know. We've never seen that scenario before. Wow. Good potion use. Link's like, alright, nope. Not gonna use that potion yet. Yeah, using that potion is very inconvenient now because everywhere that we'd like to use it, we always have to be sprinting or rolling. Oh man, more blue segments. It's because we didn't get the fairy heal. Ah yes, hello John. Thank you for the good luck, Pewt. Sure, Kyubi, what's something cute I can see? Ah, yes, of course. Is that your pickup line, Kyubi? Yes, alright. No, Link hasn't had enough. He's still gotta die like 20 more times. Nice. Oh, we actually got all of them. Good camera. Oh, nice, Cave Menace. Hope it serves you well. Ah, yes, Hydrate Bot. I'll do so during this next cutscene. Is he going for another world record? I mean, I'm going for a significantly better PB than I currently have, because my PB is not very good. Hey, we're running in circles. I finally got that in a run.
Hey.
Plus 10 swag points. Thank you for the 10 rupees, old pigeon. And for the 5 rupees luckiest lobster. Well, yeah, we have to PB now, because we got circles. Or ahead do I think I am? I have no idea, because this route's different from my PB. We'll find out once we get to Thunder Dragon. Yes, that was the main menu. You will be seeing the main menu a lot in a Skyward Sword speedrun. I don't know, Kiwi, that depends on whether or not you still want to be called one. For my next trick on the title screen, I will bonk on this tree and magically open up this shed over here. Alright, now it's time for the spooky file. What we're doing on the main menu is like a number of different things throughout the run. Right now I'm going to be applying a specific value to my third file, so that I can have my third file have specific properties that will be useful to the run later. I just call it a spooky file because we have Betros screaming at us in the background while the file is up. Alright, so now that I applied that property to my third file, I can save and quit and go back to my first file. I will be using my third file much later. Hey Petrie, thank you for the good luck. Nice miss. Should really learn together strat for this. And this guy's gonna fall into the lava again. Rip Bakoblin. Thank you for the good luck, Micro Garath. Hello. Water. I mean, yeah, there are several areas that we do RVM in more than once, like Eldin. But the problem is that you somehow would need to be able to change multiple flags after you started loading a file within that, like, 1 second time window, which you don't really have time to do unless the flags happen to be really close to one another. And I mean, if you do delay the fade into the new map, you'd have to also somehow, like, delay the updating of the flags also. Because the game only, like, keeps the flags that we update on Skyloft if the delay is already happening. Or if, like, the fade-in's already happening. This route is slightly different from my PB, but not by too much. The biggest difference is it skips Hook Beetle. Nice miss. Get out of here. Linky dies at least 25 times in this run intentionally. Nice lizard tail. Now you can be damaged while crawling, the bomb's just too far away. Oh nice, the chest actually pushed the lizard tail. Add lizard tail. Okay. The only person who would probably know Skyward Sword 100% off the top of their heads is either Indy or Keitsu. At least, like, what the route is. Hello. Oh yeah, the time is 7:26. Not that I'm aware of, Apo. If you erase a file, you just go back to regular normal mode. Hey Zaylu, thank you for the good luck. Into the lava. Before every run that we do, we just input a new hero mode file into the game's save data with an SD card. It's something you can just do naturally on a Wii. If you try to load, like, the general sky during Back in Time, you just end up crashing. Unless it's Layer 0, but Layer 0 is not a natural game layer, so you can't do that. I was actually interested in seeing, if theoretically you could get Back in Time into the Isle of Songs. Because if you can actually set bit 7x04 in the sky when you learn Ferori's Courage at the Isle of Songs. And I imagine that Back in Time would be able to load the Isle of Songs perfectly fine, but Be interesting to see if that's a theoretical possibility. Only one of my elusive glitches videos is outdated, which is the sand ship one. Well, we skip rolling the ball around the lava, but we've never been able to skip the ball that falls down after we get the boss key. Because there's no way that we can even get to the door without getting rid of the lava waterfall first. I mean, yeah, you should be able to do bit in the sky if you die to something and then just fall. You can do back in time mostly anywhere in the game. There are some specific instances where you can't do back in time, usually after you watch like a specific kind of cutscene. Alright, well, too bad. No, it's not another new route. I mean, since my PB it is, but it's the same route that I was doing yesterday. Oh, that was too early. Yeah, oh well. I missed the heart. Oh no. No, you can skip significantly more in low percent, but it takes significantly longer to do. Death number 9, I think. How does Skyward Sword Bingo work? Just like Bingo of any other game. Skyward Sword is usually done with Hex Bingo, though. At least I think they usually do Hex Bingo. Yeah, that's how you do it, Zalo. I mean, yeah, like, the fact that the route's changing so much makes it very inconvenient to, like, see what the actual updated strats for everything is. It's going good, Mateus. This run is alright. Had a few mistakes, but better than anything I did yesterday. So thanks for the good luck, LF. And thanks for the good luck, Game Warrior. Yeah, you have to keep it, well, you have to select it until she shows up, and then you select file 1 to copy. Because whatever file you last selected is what's in, like, the current space. Thank you for the good luck, Ioscar. No, we don't get on the minecart. We do a somewhat precise bomb throw. You said you're a random guy. Oh, okay, sorry. I will remember that, hopefully. How long have I been running 3D Zelda now? I started speedrunning in January of 2013, so it's almost been 6.5 years. Yeah, you can buy things from the shop in bit if you can get money. Yep, that's a dead robot, alright. Yeah, you can... Well, not buying anything from the shop will affect flags, but talking to the shop people at certain points will set certain flags for RBM. Like, talking to the shop seller, or like the general item seller, every time he has something new for you to buy, sets an individual flag, and stuff like that. None of them are useful for any percent. One of them would have been useful if we still did the sand ship, and like had to complete it, because it unlocked the door to the captain's cabin. Wow, that was a quick harp IL. Or linear mining facility IL. Alright, now I'm gonna select file 2 so I can actually do back in time again. Because back in time doesn't work if you just watch the harp cutscene. Don't really know why, but just some property of cutscenes. Oh wait, I need to select file 1. File 1 going into the house. Alright guys, time to go to bed. And now we're awake again. Oh wow, there's 2 of them. I'm gonna check to make sure that worked. Yeah, alright. Excellent. Yeah, I'm glad that 2 Rhinas made their way into any percent. I mean, it is optional, like, you can select file 1 and not file 3, but file 3 means 2 Rhinas, and that's useful. We also thankfully don't get healed when we do that, so it's much easier for health management up here. Yeah, both circles and double Rhina. Rhina's just the name of the girl in the pink shirt that we talked to. Which there were 2 of during the last Back in Time section before this one. Circles is a somewhat specific action that you can do where if you roll into a specific cutscene in Elden in a certain way, Link will just end up walking around in circles a bunch. Oh boy, wallet upgrade. Now we can hold all our rupees. This specific RBM is going to spawn in the Elden Trial Gate, because right now the Trial Gate's not here. Actually, I think it would be faster to die in the lava here, even if we have to go through the other place later. Hey look, Trial Gate. That was a circle we just went into. Hey Baze, thank you for the good luck on today's motion-controlled any % attempts. Oh yeah, sorry Zelu. You missed our 1 second LMFIL. Thank you for the good luck. Quote me when ZFG mad. That almost failed. I'm gonna need to go up, aren't I? And again. No, I'm not running anything at SGDQ. Okay. Good motion controls right here. Ugh. Well, I'm bad. There really is no good way to manage stamina right there. Nice, Marty K. I mean, yeah, it should say, like, live in the corner of the broadcast if it's, like, an actual live broadcast. Do I chat up women by describing myself as a world record holder? Not really. Should I do that? Also, thank you very much, Triplum3, for the Tier 1 subscription. Enjoy the badge and emotes, and thank you for the support. Well, yeah, I mean, that's how I chat Ace up, but that's because Ace understands the context of a world record. Oh boy, more blue segments. Not that I know of Dragonbane, but I don't think they do. At least I know in Farron they don't. I don't know about the other trials. Oops. Accidentally bumped the table. Oh man, the shed opened up again. Wow. Oh, okay. Well, we can only change stuff that's stored in, like, the scene flag area of a map, and the final fight doesn't have anything to do with the scene flags. The biggest thing involving scene flags that we want to be able to manipulate but currently can't is the bit which sets whether or not the door to Hylia's realm is unlocked or not. Because if we could set that bit, then we could save like 75 minutes. And skip the Song of the Hero. But currently, we cannot set that bit because we don't find any other corresponding bit on Skyloft, which sets that value. Because we can only do values that are set specifically on Skyloft. I mean, like, the only thing you can really do right now to hopefully find different values is just, like, play through the game and like try every single possible like interaction with any object that you can at every point in the game while opening up a memory viewer, and hope that the bit that we want changes at some point. Because if the bit does exist somewhere on Skyloft, or if it gets set somewhere on Skyloft, it's likely some really obscure interaction with something that only happens once at a specific point in the game. Well, in this case, bit stands for, like, you know, a computer bit, like, in computer memory. It doesn't stand for... I mean, yeah, it is unfortunately confusing that back in time is also bit, but... eh. No, yeah, Dragonbane, we've cross-checked with a lot of different 100% files, but, I mean... like, the 100% files also miss a lot of stuff that we were able to document, because, again, there are, like, certain things that you only can get at very specific points in the game, right? Like, the general item seller, for instance, he begins selling, like, slingshot seed pouches once you, have the slingshot, but before you've beaten, Skyview Temple. So, like, the only way you can get that bit set is if you interact with the item seller after you get the slingshot, but before you go, or before you beat Skyview Temple, which is like a very short window of time. And, like, so, a lot of the 100% files that we found miss that. And none of them have ever had the bit for the door being unlocked in Sealed Grounds set, so... still unknown whether or not it exists. If at all. Okay, well, thank you for the good luck, Konax. Thank you for stopping by. Well, yes, good English. It does, Cave Maniac, but that's like a bit that gets, like, that's a bit that sets itself correctly, right? Like, that's not a bit that sets itself incorrectly like the scene flags do to the wrong part of the game memory. Alright, guys, time for Rope Floria. Nice. I don't know why that happens. Link, like, grabs the edge, but then it gets cancelled. Alright. Alright. Yay. Well, I mean, yeah, pretty much anything that you can think of on Skyloft would be worth it for opening up that door, but for everything that we've tried, we haven't found anything that sets it. Because, I mean, it's not guaranteed that all the bits on the sheet are, like, used anyway. Like, it might just not be set by anything, for all we know. Yeah, that's significantly faster than Fence Hop, because it means we don't have to push down the log or check that one bird statue, or make an extra flyby trip to that one bird statue, or push down the log to Lake Floria, or get the Phi text in front of Lake Floria. So it's faster. If anyone wants to type in chat, the game would crash if we tried to fight the second imprisoned without having beat the Ancient Cistern. My favorite part about speedrunning this game. Honestly, it's the movement and the combat. But the new Back in Time stuff is really awesome, too. We get to skip some boring parts of the run. Oops. Hey Fino, thanks for the good luck. Imprison 2 crashes because beating Ancient Cistern is what sets, like... if you don't beat Ancient Cistern, then the game is going to crash because after Ancient Cistern is when the Grucinator appears on the imprisoned, like, battlefields, or the sealed grounds. And if you try to start the Imprison 2 fight without Gruce having, or without the Grucinator having, like, being spawned in, then it doesn't work. Is the issue. The game decides that the Ancient Cistern is beaten once you get Ferore's Flame. Or something in that cutscene. I don't know if it's specifically having the flame. If it was having the flame, actually, then it wouldn't matter. Because Fire Sanctuary gives you the flame, also. So thank you very much for the Twitch Prime subscription. Mikey Mikes a lot too. I had to like going past the bow there, otherwise I would have gotten hit. Hey, look, the boss door is open. Ah, whoops. Nice. The boss door opens due to the RBM that we just did, which sets the flag for the boss door to be open. So the game's like, oh, well, the boss door should be open, so let's play the cutscene to open it. Also, time to fight Four-Armed Skeleton Man. Also, he missed, apparently. And he missed again. Excellent. Thank you very much for missing. You saved me some time. I don't think there's any sort of input display for Wii Remote and Nunchuck. I mean, it wouldn't be very much. It would pretty much just be a button and control stick for the most part. Unless you could also relay back the translational and rotational motion. So I imagine it's during this cutscene that the flag for, like, the sealed grounds being, or sealed grounds having the Grucinator is set. Ah, nice. Good movement.
Well, all it would take is 1 bit for this to be sub 3 hours.
1 bit on Skyloft that you could set during Back in Time. Or Song of the Hero skip, maybe. Song of the Hero skip, I feel like, is more likely at this point. Or Song of the Hero skip specifically with regular bit magic, not with reverse bit magic. Well, I mean, the keyword is more likely, Zelu. Like, if we... Like, obviously, if we can't find that 1 bit on Skyloft, then we're not gonna do, the Hylia's door thing. I mean, it depends on if they accept it, Dr. Sachs. I don't have any say into whether or not GDQ accepts games. Of course, I'm going to submit Skyward Sword as much as I can until it gets in again. This specific glitch, RBM, or Reverse Bit Magic, was found by me messing around in Back in Time while looking at the game's memory. And seeing how changes affect things. I mean, yeah, like, I've been messing around in Back in Time for, like, months at this point, and it's always been depressing research. Until now, when it actually yielded something. Wow. PB splits are from a different route, so it would be inaccurate to compare against them here. Ah, Linkus, my love. How are you doing today? Oh, hydrate. Oh, of course. Congratulations on your PB also, in any percent. For the Wind Waker HD. save my slingshot seeds. Alright, Scrapper, get over here. Well, yeah, Skyward Sword's like it's beginning to settle down, I think, after we found Hook Beetle Skip. Unless we end up finding more stuff, but with Hook Beetle Skip, the route is, I feel like, set in stone right now. I mean, the only Wind Waker record I have right now is glitchless, and I don't think anyone really has any intention of trying to go after my glitchless 4.5-hour run. Am I standing up? No. I mean, if anyone wants to go after it, you know, feel free, but... Oh yeah, I'm definitely planning to submit the game to future GDQs. Alright, so I have to remember to actually copy file 1 to file 2, so let's do that right now. I mean, what's going on here is I need to collect this gratitude crystal in this house while I'm back in time. The one that's in the corner right there. Okay, yeah, that still counted. I didn't need to get that close. Now we're going to die again. This time I'm gonna go check the lower academy statue. Alright. And I needed to break that pot specifically. Now it's time to die again, so we can go check the upper academy statue. Nice. The point of this glitch is that we can set like things in the memory space for the fire sanctuary. Okay, that should have still worked. I'm gonna bank on the fact that it still worked, hopefully. Nice. Now we're gonna leave. Yeah, we heard the sound, so it should be alright. Get someone to donate $10 per death in the run. Okay, yeah, it worked. The Upper Academy statue is what raises those bars up the staircase. Yep, now it's time for more deaths. Just one more, and then we'll be able to keep living. Alright, now I have to go over and break this specific pod. That specific pot holds a fairy, so it's enough of or it's considered to be, like, a proper environmental change, because that fairy should only appear once every time you break the pod. If that makes sense. So it keeps the RBM that we just did. This saves time because it allows us to skip getting the claw shots so that we don't have to use them for Fire Sanctuary. So we never have to go do the Lineru trial, I never have to RBM the Lineru trial open. Oh. Forgot this isn't Skyview. Nice. Ow. Alright, well, that was a bad first phase. What? Okay, I'm not sure what his swords were doing right there. head. Thank you for the good luck, schnoz. And hey, Turnover Man, thank you very much for the 1 year of the Tier 1 subscription. That is very generous of you. Glad you've been enjoying the streams. A 208 Fire Sanctuary. That's about the time that we would have beaten the Ancient Cistern in the pre-RBM routes. On like a really good run. I get this heart container just for safety in the final 6 minutes of the run. It allows me to take an extra hit of damage. And it only wastes like a few seconds. I mean, I guess maybe just getting the Fairy and Skykeep would be a better idea, honestly. Because we still would have 6 hearts going into Tad Tones anyway. I don't know. Before RBM, there were like 18 deaths in the run, I think. It was less than 20. $19? Okay. It was somewhere around there. Big bomb, indeed. Ow. Oops. Ow. Hello, Extracto. Alright, guys. Time to listen to the Wii Remote vibrate again. We don't get thrown off because the last hit that we do on the spike each time is a jump slash, so because the last hit is in the air, the game can't put us in the proper animation to get thrown off. So as long as the imprisoned's head doesn't go steep enough, we just stay on it. Oh, there it is. Because for some reason the game needs to put you into, like, a specific animation for Link to actually get thrown off. Not really sure why it does that. The reason I go into dowsing before entering a door is so that I can have 0 speed entering the area, which is usually faster than having any other speed value, because 0 speed allows me to gain control of Link immediately. Well, no, you can fall through the imprisoned's head here also. Usually that means that you did the initial spin attack onto the spike too early. Like, collision-wise, the imprisoned is really finicky. What does bit warping do? Bit warping allows us to change our coordinates on a map that we saved on. Yeah, we can apply the save coordinates of the Skyloft bird statues to other maps.
Hey!
The name Back in Time extends back to the fact that the glitch was first discovered in
Twilight Princess, back in 2007, more than 12 years ago. And it was specifically discovered in the Arbiter's Grounds, but due to the effects of what Back in Time does in Twilight Princess, when they did it in the Arbiter's Grounds, and then like they played through Back in Time on like the Back in Time file, they ended up at the King Boblin 1 fight, and they were like, oh, well, the King Boblin 1 fight is before the Arbiter's Grounds, so we must have gone back in time by performing this glitch. How weird. Also, hello, Hofflex. So Back in Time kind of stuck as the name, and it just kind of got used when it was discovered to work in Skyward Sword also. Stab the fruit. Thank you for the good luck Saya stream. Yeah, a tree would look really nice there. Well, different route from my PB, Chase. Also, how are you doing, Chase? Hope you're doing well. Alright. We successfully bought an air potion and not a hearts potion. The game is really saturated during Back in Time because Back in Time uses a specific layer of the Skyloft map when it's like loaded in. He's doing swell. Oh man. So, like it's just special lighting that's programmed into that one layer. Like, if you change the layer value, then the lighting goes away. Like, that's why it doesn't happen at nighttime, because nighttime isn't layer 28 on Skyloft. At least during Back in Time. Also, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime subscription, Electricity. Hope you enjoy the badge and emotes. And thank you for the support of my motion-controlled any % speedruns. Also, yeah, we were just talking to that bookcase. That happens because we do early Thunderhead, and so then the headmaster isn't in the correct place in the room because of that.
Hey!
What's my least favorite part of the run? Probably the minecart escort in Linear that we have to do. How long was my first casual playthrough? I believe my first casual playthrough was 35 hours of gameplay time. If I remember correctly. Favorite part of the run is probably the last, like, 25 minutes. Like, everything from Hylia's trial to the end of the game is really fun. The run ends really intensely, which is really cool. speedrunning, IL stands for individual level. In Zelda speedruns, it usually refers to like beating a single dungeon as like the point of the speedrun. Yeah, the same cooking sound that we heard there is used in Breath of the Wild. Not today, Tornado. Also, thank you very much for the Tier 1 subscription, Silver Slayer. Thank you for supporting my motion control 80% speedruns. Ah, that's too close. Hello? Alright, well, my PB died here too, so oh well. That's not as big of a time loss as you might think, because we just spawn right into the fight again. I just have to jump on his head. Alright, let's try again. Nice miss. How did I not take damage from that? Still best segment. This is gonna suck if I'm far away, though. Well, hopefully we're not far away from the portal, otherwise we're gonna lose like 30 more seconds. Which direction are we going? Of course. Yeah, so this is gonna lose a bunch of time. So now I gotta fly all the way back. Because normally I would have just death warped if I was that far away. Oh well. I guess I saved the bomb. No tornado. Good afternoon, potato. Alright, time for this magma to give us items that we never actually got. Just got a spare pair of magma that's lying around. What? I never had this item before, but thank you. That wasn't right. Oh well, no early platform. Do I have any siblings? Yes, I have an older sister. think she watches streams like occasionally, but not very often. Thank you for the good luck squirrel. Sir, you are in the way. Please move. Oh no, guys, there's lava below me. No, we're not doing slingshot skip. True Master Sword skip is only possible in low percent, and this is not a low percent speedrun. Also, let's... Thank you. No, the funky gate skip saves time, but if you fail it and you lose like 2 minutes, it's not recommended to go for because of that. How good is this run? That's alright, I guess. I died to Levias, which is really bad. Or to Bilosite, I guess, technically. Which lost me, like, I want to say 50 seconds to a minute or something. Three seeds, that's not enough. Oh my god, I can't hit the P-hats today. Oh wait, I already watched the cutscene. I'm not sure if low percent would end up getting longer with RBM. Also, thank you very much for the 22 straight months, Lockrony. It is very generous of you. Thank you very much for your almost 2 years of support. No, I won't, Zelu. I've already done that before, and I know not to do it again. Am I ahead of PB? I don't know. Let's go to the Thunder Dragon and find out. Yay, we got the Beetle back. We will know if I'm ahead in 3 splits. No, all the Goddess Cubes you can skip in any percent. The game tries to force you to get one, but you can skip it. The fact that that was almost a best is really dumb. It means that can be much better. Yeah, Scaldera is also RNG. And I mean, there's also, like, you know, general enemy RNG, but that's not usually too bad. No, Scrapper Escort, as long as you do the running correctly, isn't really RNG. I mean, it's kind of like RNG manipulation in a sense, but not really. No, Nintendo's not going to release, like, a pack of Zelda remakes if they can release them all separately and get 3 times the amount of money. Pack would cost $180. Yeah, there you go. Okay, if that's the case, then yeah, they would do the pack. Yay! Yes, you can do that. And it will allow us to stay on the imprisoned's head. Unfortunately, we're gonna get scripted to be thrown off here, so I can't do it now. Also, if you'll remember in the last cutscene, Groose had a bomb in his hands. But now suddenly Groose has access to no more bombs. What did he do with the last one? He ate it. Oh, that's how he gets so strong. I see. Why can't he just climb over the debris? Because they needed to script an epic conclusion to the imprisoned fights. Alrighty, who wants to hear the Wii Remote vibrate again? That was very weak. Perhaps the battery power is getting low. The reason the vibration creates so much noise is because it's on like a hard wooden surface of my desk. No, I've never had a Wii Remote die in a run. I usually equip new batteries before every run, but I didn't do that before this one, because I knew that I still had like enough to do more attempts today. I will have to tomorrow, though, if we do attempts tomorrow. No, the Skyward Strikes... Well, the charge up for the Skyward Strike increases in speed the more powered up your sword gets. The True Master Sword in Hero Mode has an instant charge up time. Well, Skyward Sword is one of those games where it's not really that hard to be off of your Sum of Best, because most of the stuff that we do isn't like really precise and can be done fairly consistently. Run's been going alright. There's still been like a few dumb mistakes. Whoa, a tree. We get to see Groose for a frame before he disappears. Yes, Tad tones are next. Alright, time to go swimming. And hopefully make it into the loading zone. There we go. Nice. I'm not sure, Grovile. I've never had that issue. You can try targeting the water dragon specifically and then talking. That might be able to fix it. Oh no. That might be an issue. That was really close to failing. Yeah, that counts. As long as you get them all before you die. It's okay. I don't know why the 8th notes look the same as the 16th notes. It's a good question. Someone should write Koji Kondo and tell him the graphic artist was wrong. Well, yeah, yesterday's Summer Best wasn't accurate because it included splits from the previous route, which were faster than ones in this route. Yeah, the route syncs after this segment. Alright guys, time to talk to the passionate Goron. It's a beetle. Alright guys, we'll hydrate soon, don't worry. Oh, oops. Wasn't supposed to quite fall into the void yet. Hmm? Oh, damage invincibility. Nice. Hello? Can I, like, actually get hurt from the bombs, please? Link is really bad at dying right now. Alright, thank you. Oh wait, that's not the right file. Okay, well. Alright, well, that was a disaster. Yeah, we don't need to worry about how many bombs we waste. See, still 6 bombs. Hello. We just have to worry about the fact that it was really slow and I lost time because of it. Bonk. I know, another robot died. What a tragedy. Where do we use that key? We use it to open up the Sandsea, because we can't get the Sandsea key normally. When we delay the clock bots like this. So it's very convenient that there happens to be another key we can use. And that we can actually skip using that key and still collect it. No, we don't use it at Sandship. We use it to unlock the locked door which precedes the Sandsea. If we could use this key in Sandship, that would actually be pretty good too, because then we just instantly go to the Skirbo fight. Yeah, I'll be skipping the Sandship mini-boss. Well, the 5 seconds is assuming that you have, like, a really good fight also. In most situations, you'll probably end up saving more than 5 seconds. Assuming that you do the back in time, or the RBM as fast as you can also. Whoa. Alright. Gotta get our chew jellies, guys. Or a jelly blob, maybe is the proper name. Oh no, damage. I mean, okay, that works. As long as I don't get hit again. Oh no, guys, only one heart. Or 2 hearts. I can count. Well, yeah, that's just the setup that we use for the bomb throw. And then I look for a specific, like, arrangement of... Or I look for a specific visual cue with regards to where, like, the trajectory of the bomb is. And, like, the blue sphere at the end. Wow. Nice. I was trying to roll, but oh well. Nice. So this is where I'm using the small key. I need the bow for 2 shots in Skykeep. That's all we need the bow for. Thank you for the good luck, Chef Bear. Favorite thing about Skyward Sword is the combat. When it comes to, like, mechanics. I don't know, I probably won't be doing another run after this. Well, speedrunning would be interesting in a different way if every run was perfect. Like, that's what tassing kind of is. Right, like it aims to achieve what the most optimized time could possibly ever be. Yesterday's run went wrong in a lot of places, but it mostly went wrong right at the end where I lost 8 minutes on the last segment because I kept on dying. Yes, we died to Billy the Bokoblin. Oh no. Oh, right, I kinda have to bonk the tree. Nice would be. What was that for? I don't know. Let's find out. We can't get the value to open up the locked door in Sandship. We can open up the captain's cabin, but we can't open up that other door. If you could get that value, though, then you would be able to. Ah. Oh. Nice. Alright, game. There you go. Alright, so unfortunately, because Billy the Bokoblin got a raise, Skirvo got fired, so he's not here anymore. The bow chest still is, though. Good camera. Also, thank you very much for the 7 months, Chevy, of Tier 1. And hello to you, too. I had to fight him last time because we didn't know that we could just RBM him away. I mean, in this case, doing the RBM wasn't faster because I screwed up the RBM, because the RBM only saves like a few seconds over a good fight. Nose landing. Also, we still have to search for the key to open the Earth Temple, according to our dowsing. Yes, I do agree. This shirt is nice. Everyone please support Zelda speedruns. Trez does good work. Alright, can we do the harp cancel? Oh. Oh well.
Too late on the B press.
That's okay. I'm not sure you could pause before harp cancel. That would be pretty weird. Yeah, I'll be submitting Skyward Sword to future GDQs. Oops. Oh. No, I don't have any pets. Nice. Ooh, bad cycle. So thank you very much for the Twitch Prime subscription, Rice Man. Thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription as well, threefold. That was a little bit early. I mean, I think that collecting these tiers is fine. Like, turns it into an actual fun challenge instead of, like, an overworld scourge kind of thing. Or an overworld scavenger hunt. It also takes significantly less time to get these tiers than it did in Twilight Princess. Wait, why didn't that guy go, Did we find a skip? Maybe it only happens if you get hard cancel. Nice. Oh, because I got Rhinus crystals, maybe. That's a good point. Or because I didn't technically get them, because I got them back in time instead. I haven't seen a full run with all the dank new stuff yet. Well, this run's not going to have any new stuff from here on out, because the last new thing we did was, how long ago was it? Like 10 minutes ago? Enjoyed watching CGDQ 2010 a while ago. Is today world record? I don't know, maybe. If I don't lose 8 minutes on the last segment like I did yesterday, then yes. I think there is Zunt, but I don't know exactly what it is. Switch got significantly faster lately because of the new boost mode that was added. No, you can't get into Skykeep during Back in Time. The only way you'd be able to do that is if you could load Skyloft Layer 6, but daytime layers seem to always crash in Back in Time. Yeah. 10 arrows left. Well, if we could make daytime layers not crash, then the game would get significantly shorter. I'm not sure being able to go into Skykeep and Back in Time would actually affect anything, but if we could load daytime layers in Back in Time that weren't the regular title screen layer, we could do Song of the Hero skip. Yeah, the bite that, or the 2 bites that specifically were at the beginning of Skykeep, they control whether or not a door is open or not, and they can allow you to enter other rooms from unintended sides. which unfortunately didn't turn out to be useful. The only way that would have really been useful is if you could have entered the courage trial from either the top or the left and not, like, fall to the bottom. But unfortunately, you fall to the bottom from both of those areas. And you can't get back up, obviously, because there's no claw shot targets. I don't have a goal time right now. No, we don't have a value. Or we can't access the value for RBMing that gate open. As far as I'm aware, at least. Or wait, no. No, we don't do the minecart jump. We just throw a precise bomb to do Hook Beetle skip. Or throw a bomb precisely. So. Hey, Kaylee, it goes good. Hey, Hydrate. How are you doing? Skip go with a high flip. That would be funny. Alright, good night, Urchin. See you later. Thank you for the good luck, Avatar Dan. No, I don't have plans to include chat in the YouTube videos. That would be extra effort that I don't feel like putting in. Oh, oops. I'm good at video game. I mean, the chat's always viewable on Twitch, also. Ouch. That might be an issue. Okay. Oh no. This situation feels familiar. Perhaps it's smart enough to get the fairy this time. Okay. Alright, well, just gotta not waste 8 minutes here today and we'll be okay. you're still alive. Ouch. Alright, can we actually run up the shield today? Let's find out. Yes, we can! That is not the correct direction. Oh my god. Alright, that was weird, but we made it. Alright, Billy, you're not gonna win this time. Alright. We did it, guys. We got Billy. Oh my god. That's new. Thank you for the orange rupee, Hockmeister, and for the good luck. Oh, interesting. Nice. Shoutouts to a bad final set of fights. I probably would have done this fight better blindfolded. Thank you very much for the subscription, Golbez. Alright. Skyward Sword is no longer the slowest 3D Zelda speedrun. At 3 hours, 47 minutes, and 3 seconds, it now surpasses the original Wind Waker. Okay, well, the ending of that run was pretty bad, but we'll do better next time, hopefully. Also, thank you for all the cheers, everybody. Also, thank you very much, Wyatt, for gifting 20 Tier 1 subs to the community. And congratulations to everybody who got a subscription. That's very generous of you, as usual, Wyatt. Also, thank you for the 1,000 bits as well, Silver Slayer. Also, yeah, in other meme news, we bopped ZFG and OOT 100% with Skyward Sword. I mean, the record beforehand did also, but... And thank you very much for the 2 months of Twitch Prime interrupting Owl. Alright, well, this was the first run with the new stuff that didn't completely suck. Also, thank you for the 347 bits, Uncle Zeldo. So, let's see. Beginning was good, except for, what was it? Except for missing the extending blow. Most stuff was pretty good. Scaldera wasn't very good in Earth Temple, so I could have saved 15 more seconds there. I got Rope Floria second try, kind of. I wasted like at least 10 seconds there. Enter fire... no. Oh yeah, the Girahim fight. One of the Girahim fights was bad. I don't remember which one. And then we died to Levias again, which lost us like a minute. So that can be improved. Bokoblin base, I missed a bunch of stuff that's fast. I need to practice that to get more consistent at it. Tad Tones was okay. Thunder Dragon was alright, except for the really slow death for the bit warp. Also, thank you for the 500 bits as well, Firestar. Bow was bad, Son of Trials was bad, Skykeep wasn't that great, and Demise was bad, so... Most of the mistakes in CERN happened within the last, like, 4 segments. Yeah, I mean, I guess right now, like, we can probably hope to get, like, at least sub 345, definitely. We're not gonna get any more, like, 6-minute PBs, though, unless we find new stuff. Also, it's 8 o'clock, so no, we're not gonna do one more run. Sorry. This is my 60th completed any percent run, though, so that's pretty good. Yeah, you could, Azer. I'm not sure that would really be faster, though. Also, thank you for the 100 bits, Weiss. Skyward Sword world record progression wouldn't be that interesting, to be honest. Wouldn't be a very long video either. Be like, the game came out, and Back in Time was found, and it was good. And then 7 years passed, and then we found reverse bit magic, and it was good. That's the history. I hope you enjoyed it. Yes, and then the Fire Nation attacked. So thank you for the 100 bits, Borg. We're not going to beat Twilight Princess HD's record with this current route, no. Yes, the any percent record is now an hour faster than it was 3 weeks ago. Oh yeah, we're gonna keep running Skyward Sword. We're nowhere close to done yet. The runs, it's a lot easier to stay close to your sum of best now in the run because